I apologize, there won't be a player with us today. Today's our off day. We've played 4 games in 8 days, and I mean, this is normally a practice time, so they're, I'm sure, sleeping and relaxing and that. So I just thought let's start off by saying that. Any questions?
What's Damien's with the nose?
Don't know yet. He's being evaluated sometime. What time is it? Oh, it's afternoon. Right around now.
Jerry, with the week off, I mean, a good time for not to play now until Friday.
Yeah, I mean, we're banged up a little bit. A week ago we were in a position to be fighting for first round bye. Now we're fighting for a first round home game. Thought we played with some character and some heart this past week, but did not shoot the ball from the foul line very well in 2 games, and it cost us both games. Along with that, I thought we guarded pretty good. Again, our offense has been inconsistent. I didn't think that the UIC game had to be that kind of a game with any kind of an offensive performance in the first 8 to 10, 12 minutes of that ball game. I thought we were horrific offensively, fantastic defensively. There's only been, I would say, a handful of games this year so far that we've put together what I would call a complete game where our offense played along with our defense. So it's and when we do that, we're capable of beating the Wright States and the Valpos, and when you don't, you're capable of losing to anybody in our league.
Coach, you mentioned the free throws. How exactly, as a coach, can you teach that to your players?
You mean fundamentally? I mean, we talk about free throws and fundamentals, and do a ton of drills with it. And, there was a 6-game stretch that we were shooting almost 80%, and had gotten it over 70%, and had won us 3 games. And missing free throws is like the plague, once it starts. I mean, and it's, it's disappointing. There's no stretch about that.
Do you think maybe this stretch of being off a little bit might help, and maybe a little bit of a cure-all, hopefully, or?
Well, I mean, a cure-all in the sense of, I'm not sure. I mean, it is what it is, guys. I mean, you look across the country, and I told our kids, it's that February. It's that February drag that everybody in the country gets at times, and things that you did really, really well. You just got to keep your focus on doing the things that you can do well, and keep on working hard to get better. I mean, it's like I said, there were 3 games in there that we were 21 for 24, 25 for 28. I mean, guys that don't shoot them well need to get in the gym and shoot them better and work on that, and hopefully you get guys at the line, in big moments that can make them. I mean, it's not rocket science, but that's not the only thing that lost us that game on Sunday. There was some very poor execution that I'm very, very disappointed with. We had a foul to give at the end. We were telling our kids anytime if they inbound it near the basket, obviously you can't foul, but if they inbound it to the perimeter and there's any kind of dribble with any kind of back dribble or any kind of dribble, it's an automatic foul. We did not respond well. I mean, I take credit for that, but that, to me, the game was lost then. Very easy foul situation. They get the ball with about 2 seconds. So there were some breakdowns in our execution that cost us a great game. I mean, it was obviously 3 overtimes. It was filled with 2 teams battling it out.
Coach, last year you obviously had Ash Ward and Deshaun Brooks in your starting lineup. What's been the difference with having a guy like Cameron Beelan in there instead?
Say that again?
You obviously had last year Asher Ward and Deshaun Brooks in your starting lineup. One of the new guys you brought in junior transfer was Cameron Beelan. And lately it seems like he's been shooting lights out, especially from three-pointers. What's been like the difference with him in the starting lineup than having Ward or even Brooks in there?
Well, I mean, this is, we're 20-some games in. I mean, that, at this stage, it's clear. I mean, we got two guys, or you got Cam, who's played, I think, very well in the last 10 or 12 games. I think it took him a while to get started. They're similar players. I'm really not sure about how to answer that to what you're looking for, to be honest with you. They're, guys graduate, and you try to get guys that come in that can kind of fit what your system is, and I think Cam has done that. I think he's a kind of a perimeter guy, and he's gotten better as the year's gone on.
Or can you just touch on Milwaukee a little bit? I mean, a tight game with them out there.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. I know their record is not indicated of it. I was, when Jamie got me, I've been watching them all morning since about 6:30, and they shoot the ball, they shoot threes, probably more than anybody in the league, maybe more than anybody that I've coached against. They can put 5 guys on the floor that shoot threes, and when they do that, they're very, very capable. I mean, they're down. As of right now, they were down 22-6 to Detroit, and when I came down just before the half, they were up 35-33. They made 6 threes in a row. So, we're going to have to guard the perimeter line. They're very, very gifted offensively, and when they're on, like has been almost in every game that they've played, they've had opportunities to win. I mean, this is a team that's, beaten Davidson, and I mean, they have some quality wins out of conference, and in conference they've been in every close game. So, if we don't play well, it's like I was told our kids last night. You could have been 3-0 last week, could have been 0-3. That's the way this league is. And if you don't perform when the game's on the line, you're not going to meet the success that you want.
It's been, with that talent, what's been their kind of Achilles heel?
I don't know. I mean, they've had tough time at times guarding. I think they're kind of in a transition. They went from they've played gym at the Cell in downtown Milwaukee, and they're on campus. I mean, I think there's some transition there that I like their players. I mean, I think they've got some good talent there. I think Coach Jeter does a good job with those guys, and they're going to come in and battle. And then then you're back to that one-day turnaround to a Sunday afternoon. So you're not even getting 48 hours. You're playing a Thursday night and a Sunday afternoon again, which isn't to my liking, to put it mildly.
Anything else for Coach?